Hey everyone, and welcome to today's live build where I'm going to try to build in Cursor using Claude Code's sub-agents, a idea expander, and try to figure out on how to get AIs, sub-agents to talk to each other. So my name is Avi Hacker. I'm the founder of the AI Consulting Network, and I love doing these lives, trying different complex live builds and just see where they go. I can't promise it's always going to be working at the end, but as you go through the process, you really see what works, what doesn't, and that's why I love doing these live. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat and I'll be more than happy to try to answer it. So taking a step back, right now, I'm in a position where I have a lot of options that I need to do every single day and potential opportunities that I might want to explore. So in the past, I've been building custom GPTs or projects or trying to do deep research reports or trying to build out different AI orchestrations to like get certain ideas on different topics. So then Cursor, I guess we're gonna use Cursor as like to hold everything, but Claude came out with sub-agents where I did a past video on where you're able to build out certain sub-agent features and they could navigate or talk to each other. So my idea for today is trying to build out in this workplace where I give it an idea about something, and then maybe let's build out 4 or 5 sub-agents that not only provide their comments on my idea, but that will actually, I want to set it up as a manager agent that's going to manage the sub-agents where I want to see if all the sub-agents will come up with opinions about my idea and how to take it to market or taking into account my background. And then I also want them to discuss it with each other and actually have a debate about certain nuances of ideas. And then hopefully the manager agent will orchestrate the conversation. And then I wanted to come back to me with like a final answer on taking into consideration everyone's idea. So that's kind of my plan for today. And I'm going to be using Claude Code. And like I said before, here I'm in Cursor. And let's see how it goes. So here I'm going to do new terminal. And all I did so far was I just created a folder on my desktop called AI Idea Expander. And I'm opening up the terminal. And then I'm just going to type in Claude. So here, I want to do some planning first without actually building out the files. So we'll change see, here's where you can build out agents, but I want to make sure it's not going to start building out anything. It was control. I haven't done this. Okay, so here we're going to put on plan mode. So now what I basically explained to you, I'm going to explain to Claude Code, and then let's see how it plans it out for me to build that. So I always like doing voice to text just because it's easier. You could kind of ramble and it's much faster than typing. this actually. So this gets cut off sometimes. No, I'll just type it. A large. And I'm playing okay. I want to build a multi-region orchestration where there is a manager agent that controls sub-agents that when I have an idea about a certain topic or topic that I want to think about implementing in my company, I want the sub-agents to have opinions on the matter, and then I want all the sub-agents to talk to one another about their opinions, and the manager agent will control the conversation until we all agree on the best path forward. Help me create the structure before I start building out the manager agent and the sub agents. Manager agent will know provide a brief background about my company. I want you to give me ideas on the best. I like trying to make things like really like on these lives and try to see how crazy we can go. Let's see, that's 5 sub-agents that will help me spend years and will be for this project. Okay. Okay, so now cursor is thinking okay, it says here it's an empty directory, so I'm starting from scratch. Okay, so now here is the plan it gave me. Multi-agent orchestration system for business idea expansion, system architecture, manager agent, orchestrates conversation, controls flow, 5 special agents. Okay. Manager agent here. Market analysis, competitive landscape. Is this idea strategically sound and differentiated, financially feasible? Implementation complexity. Can we really build this and what will it take? Customer experience agent. Market demand, risk identification, implementation structure. Create base agent framework with communication protocols, implement manager agent with conversation orchestration logic, build each specialized sub-agent with domain expertise, create, debate, discuss system with consensus mechanism, add company context. Okay, so that works. So I was actually thinking that I wanted to build out the sub-agents in their build feature, but this might, let's see what it does. Okay, now let's see how it creates it. Okay, so one of the things I love about Claude Code is like it creates all these to-do lists and it really keeps track of everything. So here, let's see, as so it's creating these agents. A base agent. Let's see how it's creating the conversation manager. And now it's in the strategic analyst agent. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. leading strategic business analysis, initial assessment, market opportunity. 10. I'm also curious to see like how it's writing the instructions, go to market considerations, market entry strategy, use to assess factors, plan and recommendation. This is pretty cool. This is like pretty extensive here. From strategic perspective, I'd like to address concerns. See, it's already giving it, I guess, like predetermined objections. Now it's giving it like answers, but I don't want it to just have these answers only. So I'm curious to see how it's going to work. Okay, let's see what I gave for the manager agent. Agent bed resource. I'm initiating a structured evaluation process. Each specialist should provide an initial assessment focusing on their given expertise, or will proceed through multiple phases until consensus is reached. Okay, so it's giving it different phases. So the initial assessment phase, then the deep analysis phase, dive deeper into your domain expertise, challenge phase, challenge the other agent's assumptions, the synthesis phase, find common ground and propose integration solution, and then the final evaluation. Okay, great. Based on this discussion so far, we're advancing to the next phase. Okay, so it's building out all of these phases. Now, here it gave that the manager could intervene and where there might need a resolution. Let's see what it. Okay, so now it's on the build customer experience engine. Mutual opinion response counter argument. Okay, we got one more agent left to build. And then it's going to create the debate discussion system. Then I'm going to give it a bit, let's see, give it some company context. These are pretty extensive instructions, which is cool to see. Okay, I created all the special agents. Now it's going to create the consensus mechanism. If this works on the first shot, I'll be very surprised because almost like nothing really goes that smoothly. Okay, let's see what it built. Give it a multi-agent orchestration, message type, communication protocol, risk assessment, import. So yeah, they're all going to start talking to each other. I'm just not sure where I'm gonna. Is it gonna give me like a user interface, or am I gonna have? I don't mind doing this through Claude Code, but that is also something I want to see what it's going to create. Okay, max discussion, 5 rounds. It needs to be a threshold of 0.75, intensity, number of arguments before intervention 3. So like this could all be tweaked if you see it's going for too long or not long enough. Okay, phase 1, gather initial opinions. Phase 2, debate. Phase 3, consensus. Phase 4, final synthesis. And compile results. Okay, so now let's see how to actually use it. Example usage. Okay, so this is giving me an example if someone gave an idea without company context. And this is might look like. Okay, this is complete. Let's see what it says. Okay, give me a readme file. So let me just see this first. Manager agent with 5 specialized sub-agents. Okay, core framework, foundation, communication, specialized agents, system integration. Okay, controller debate mechanism, company contacts, example, readme, key features implemented. Okay, run example usage to see the system in action, configure company contacts of the first modes, evaluation. Okay, how do I actually run this? Okay. Installation is and so I'm not so familiar. So like this is like how I navigate. If you're not sure of something, you just ask. So how do I actually run this? Do I give you the information here about code? Or is there somewhere else I need to interrogate? Okay, it's saying I could run it directly within Claude Code. Okay, use requirements.txt file. Okay, it's saying run interactive, or your Python environment. Okay, how to use the system. Open run docs and code editor. And method 2, tell me your idea right here. Just tell me your business idea, title, description, your company background, and any specific constraints or goals, and I'll run the evaluation for you right here in Claude Code. Method 3, using the full system. For more advanced features, you can okay, fine, let's do this. So right now I'm looking to see whether I should build a community or not. There's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of different communities. So that's something that I just want to really flesh out the idea and see if it's worth it, see if it's not worth it, all the variables in place. So I asked ChatGPT just to give me a quick summary about my background and myself. So I'm going to, I don't know if it's going to do, I don't want this. I don't want it in auto accept or just plain. Okay, so I want to figure out if I should start a community to teach people how to use AI or just keep my company as it is right now for workshops and consulting. Here is some of my background. So not pasting. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see what happens. Here goes nothing. And we sit back and watch the agents talk to each other. Hopefully we get to see it live and it doesn't happen all under the hood. Let's see something created here. Let's just do That happened already? Let's see. Did it do it that fast? Agents have reached a 75% consensus, but let me get you the detailed agent perspectives. Let me extract and show you what each agent expert. Okay, so I created this file with the context, initial opinions, market assessments. Okay, let's see what it said. Oh, too fast, I feel like, but I'm gonna give you clear interpretation. 75% agreement, proceed with a hybrid approach. Manager's final recommendation goes 7 out of 10 confidence. Bottom line, the agents reached a consensus that you should proceed, but with a strategic hybrid approach rather than an either or decision. So let's see what that means. What each expert agent concluded. Let's see, market opportunity 5 out of 10, competitive landscape 5 out of 10, currying capability, strategic fit, financial stabilities, investment for price 75, So like, I don't even know where it's getting these numbers from. See recommended strategy, mini community MVP, bunch of small focused AI learning community, keep current revenue, test market demand, content repurposing, scale what works. Survey current clients about community interest. And if anyone's watching here that's interested in joining a community, if I do join one, definitely let me know, because this is definitely something I am thinking about. Risk mitigation, don't abandon profitable consulting too quickly, start with small community. Let's see, evaluation. So here it actually went further into the options, option A, option B, background info, company context, limited time as a solo, and you maintain success criteria. Let me see. Did they all talk to each other and discuss it? Okay, here. So yeah, so actually looking at the logs, the discussion was quite brief and we didn't have a full debate. Let me show you what actually happened, then run a deeper evaluation. Okay, so it did not work right away. It did a surface level. We only had 2 rounds and reached a consensus too quickly. Yeah. Okay. They're reaching a consensus too quickly. Well, AI does like to agree with everything, so that does make sense. Let's see what it did now. Discussions 12. The messages, don't leave a channel, it is. Okay. I don't know where it's getting these numbers from. So I'm writing, but I want them to discuss their ideas and opinions about and speak to each other, and the manager agent orchestrates the conversation. Okay, you're absolutely right. Yep. This is AI just agreeing with everything. This wasn't the initial plan that I had because within Claude, you could actually build sub agents. So that's like not through these sub agents, not through Python. I do want to try that quickly also. So let's see what happens after this. Like I'll show you, like I have in a folder of projects that I've tried out, like maybe like 15 folders, all just projects that went nowhere just because I'm constantly testing things. And that's just like something you have to keep in mind that a lot of these things might go nowhere, but you get to learn things along the way. And so now it's creating a manual simulation of how they should be talking to each other. That is why a manager agent should control the conversation between the sub-agents. Let's see, is it rewriting the code? Okay, now I created a force real debate. Okay, so now we have a real debate taking opposing sides, position, 32 exchanges with 12 cross-examinations. Real debate results, team community platform, strategic analysis, network effects, competitive mode, positions audience, the authority, customer experience, business test with need structure, AI and education, run serve market, team consulting scale, mention review the cash flow, proven ROI consulting, is what's up in the days, risk assessment. So it's done the debate again. Starting scratch with the same idea. What's property? Here results session. Initial opinion, strategic first assessment. Let's see, clean and fresh results. Total exchange is okay. So it seems like a manager. So let's see what happened. It said it worked. High quality debate with 32 exchanges, 12 cross examination, 8 manager interventions, perfect balance what actually happened. Open with debate real estate agents. Okay, key exchange of consulting is so certain. Why hasn't Avi scaled it already? Where's barriers? Where's systematic process that we have proven frameworks? Topic 2, financial order. Side switch agents are the opposite positions. Financial key point, $100 a month, 2,000 members, ceiling, public queen. So it says, I mean, like, let me try it different. Yeah. Let's see. Different idea. I want to build a real estate due diligence app that would speed up the sales cycle of properties. Okay. Let's see what happens. Next, I want to build an interface that you can actually see them talking with each other. I think that would be really cool to see. Here, and real estate due diligence activate new idea, company context, define real estate business idea concept, these core features, document analysis, market evaluation, regeneration, target market, real estate market, product proposition, business model, market opportunity. Just not sure where it's getting these numbers from. You could always make that more accurate. Enter direct real estate industry, company context, constraints. Okay. See the debate. Strategic analysis parties for community platform. And then just synthesize a brilliant strategy. Okay, let's see what they said. AI assisted consulting. Premium due diligence services, but 2,000 per deal. Use AI to speed up the process, generating immediate revenue while learning the market, build credibility, case studies, MVP development, build basic AI document, and okay, so it seems like there was some debate, but okay, so it says they had that context left to auto compact. So I just want to to build interface where is talking to stations layout in real time. Okay, so while that loads, I want to try something else. Okay, so it said we created the file. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, this is what it created. And so let's just click start debate and see what happens. It's pretty cool. It's working. I'm gonna need to redo it after, but this is like a working prototype of this idea that, let's see, an hour and 8 minutes ago, we just started from scratch. And that's right here. This is the power of AI. You could have an idea in your head and you could make it come alive without knowing how to code. Yes, you need some like technical, some technical skills, like all before this. Like I really had no coding skills at all. And it was just through constantly trying things out and testing things that I was just keep on learning. So it's all very possible. Like this is just so cool. I would say this is a win because like then I have this, let's say MVP, and I could just keep iterating and iterating, and I could get to a final product where it's really good at what it does. But now like I really have something to start off with. Side B for consulting, risk assessment, strongest arguments. Okay, the agents have completed the debate fine stats 32 changes, 12 cross examination, 8 manager interventions. Okay, the other thing that I did, like that's really cool that it's working right now. The other thing that I did want to try out, we'll try to do this quickly. And okay, so I share here. I just created a new folder and typing in Claude. To clan mode, go back to the other one. I am going to put this here in Claude Code, have it plan, because I want to build out the actual agents. Okay, so I'll say no, keep planning, because here is where I actually want to build out want to, let's see. So you could do here, create a new agent. Let's see, create a new agent in this project only, generated with Claude. And here we're going to do manager agent. Okay, so now I created the business idea orchestrator. Okay, so now let's build another agent. Let's just do two quickly to see how it works. Project, build pod. Okay, now let's create customer experience agent. Agent project, wait. Okay, now do one more. Let's do just agent. Okay, so here was my original thing that I wanted to build it, but I think that's going to be a really cool one as I build that out more. But here's strategic business agent, built that out, financial ROI agent, built this out, customer experience agent, okay, business idea orchestration. And now, go back to the other one where I'm going to copy the same. Game background itself. I'm debating if I should build it we have a AI versus consulting only. Here is my background and I want you to use all of your sub-agents, your agents. Discuss. Should do it. Here is where I wanted to see if its own sub-agents will start talking to each other instead of Python. Okay. So this is like two separate ways on how to build sub-agents. I'm sure there are more, but using Claude Code, like this is a really cool way to start. Okay, so the business idea orchestrator here. Okay, so he did his own. No, I want to call regions customer shop to get their means to create a okay, and I'm going to be running out of tokens soon. We're approaching a 5-hour limit that Claude started doing because I think people started running these things 24/7. So he started doing more of a cap on how much you could use in a certain time period, which this is the last thing we're going to do. So let's see, let's view to You see here, it actually did call the agents up here. Here, customer experience agent. Yeah, but okay, so it did have the conversations, it just didn't show it to us, but now it's going to show it. Then after this, then I'm going to be done. But as you can see, so the first way we built it, I would say, was a great start, and you can just keep iterating from there, which is really incredible. The second way, it's also working. So you could just see how you could have an idea and bring it to life in really under an hour and a half. And now it's calling each agent. As this runs, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. Sign up for my newsletter. I'm going to be sharing a lot more ideas like this. This is my Substack. I really try to bring as much practical value as possible and try to share as much as possible, and join my newsletter if you want to get updated right away if I do launch the community, because I'm gonna offer the people that are on my newsletter first. So definitely sign up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so now it's searching the web. So this, yeah, like I do want to implement some search functionality in the other one, but it's cool that this is doing it natively. I'm just going to do it, for now, and be the results. See, right now they were talking and I broke it up, but they still need the strategic business analyst to provide the final perspective, and it was searching online. So it does seem that this is working also. That's really cool. Two separate ideas, two separate ways to approach it. I showed you from nothing to get to this point, all using AI, and that is the world we live in right now. It's only getting faster, better, and it's truly an exciting time to be alive. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. My name's Avi Hacker, and I hope you all have a great day.